Y&R spoilers. Kane's risky power move and dangerous lie to Lily. The Young and the Restless spoilers document that Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, isn't holding his cards close to his vest. Instead, he's comparable to Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson. Viewers became reintroduced to Kane earlier this year when the persona that was Aristotle Dumas invited the movers and soapy shakers of Genoa City, Wisconsin, to a villa in the south of France. Little did anyone know that Flynn's debut on this enduring soap would be the spark of what has become an all-encompassing storyline. It would have been hard to imagine Daniel Goddard's Kane original edition of this character behaving as Flynn's does. Whether that's why the recast happened is not fully clear. But the sharp focus on what is now Flynn's power-hungry version has created a number of pressing questions. Lily Winters offered a chance. Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, is affected when she's in Kane's presence. Khalil's character is being truthful when saying that she's no longer in love with him. But she also doesn't want to provide an opening for that to happen. Her guarded demeanor goes well beyond romance. The betrayal their twins feel is real and isn't likely to heal quickly. So Lily finds herself as an intermediary in that situation, which Kane says he owns. Viewers also recall that Lily received an offer. Kane told her that he would abandon his GC plan, without providing the specifics of it, if she would pursue reconciliation with him. She rejected that offer coldly. Pushing ahead and taking control of Newman Enterprises and Jabot? Those two companies are the behemoths. Kane wants them for reasons that are tied to his late father's efforts to secure the fortune that has given Kane the ability to contemplate this type of radical business maneuver. It seems impossible to believe that this scheming version of Kane wouldn't suspect Michael Baldwin, Christian LeBlanc. How could the head of Arabesque, which was created on now-known stolen money, believe that Michael has no existing ties to Victor Newman, Eric Braeden? The artificial intelligence tool Kane has revealed can apparently allow him to take control of Newman Enterprises, Jabot, and any other company he wants to possess. So, giving a seized Winters Incorporated to Lily as a gift isn't outside the realm of daytime reason. Billy Abbott can turn the tables. Billy's wild card status makes him an intriguing player in this play. He's got it in for Kane now, and that motivation could torpedo the multiple takeover plans or at least slow them. Jill Abbott's, Jess Walton, return to GC also stands to force Billy and Kane to heal. They care about her deeply. Kane thinks of her as a mother, and Jill suffers no fools where family is concerned. Kane's developing talks with Victor will have to end with one clear winner. Billy is still betting on himself to emerge victorious, but he can also turn the tables, do what's right, and re-establish trust among those who care about him, which doesn't include Kane. Genoa City has never been a town for the faint of heart, and Kane Ashby is about to prove just how far he's willing to go to reclaim his spot at the top. Even if it means lying to the one person he swore he'd never hurt again. Viewers of The Young and the Restless are in for an emotional high-stakes storyline as Kane's latest move sets off a dangerous chain reaction, threatening his reconciliation with Lily and his future in Genoa City. It all starts when Kane discovers that Chancellor Winters is preparing to make a major acquisition. One that could either save or sink the company depending on who controls the deal. Devon and Billy have been working closely on a lucrative merger opportunity that could expand the company's reach internationally. But Kane, who's been feeling shut out of the family's big business decisions since returning to town, sees this as the perfect opportunity to prove his worth. Unfortunately, Kane's motives aren't entirely noble. Deep down, he's still wrestling with guilt over how he betrayed Lily years ago. In his mind, pulling off a power play and showing everyone he can still be a savvy businessman might be the only way to get his life back on track. But his plan has one major flaw. It requires a lie that could destroy the fragile trust he and Lily have been rebuilding. The power move. When Kane catches wind that Devon is hesitant about moving forward with the deal due to potential risks, he decides to step in and take matters into his own hands. He secretly contacts the rival company, pretending to speak on behalf of Chancellor Winters, and fast-tracks negotiations behind Devon's back. Kane thinks if he can close the deal quickly and present it as a done deal to Devon, Billy, and Jill, they'll have no choice but to see him as indispensable. Of course, Kane knows Lily will eventually find out what he's doing. So he spins a story to her first, telling her he's working late on consulting projects to help the company, not disclosing that he's essentially hijacking a deal that Devon put on hold. Kane's dangerous lie is that this is all sanctioned, that Devon gave him the green light to explore options when, in reality, Devon hasn't approved a thing. Lily, who's been giving Kane the benefit of the doubt since his return, is cautiously optimistic. She likes seeing Kane motivated again and believes he's genuinely trying to make amends for the mistakes that tore their marriage apart. But there's a nagging feeling in the back of her mind. Lily knows Kane's history of cutting corners when he feels backed into a corner. The fallout. As Kane pushes harder to seal the deal, he finds himself in deeper than he expected. The rival company's CEO, a shrewd negotiator with her own agenda, begins demanding terms that are far riskier than Kane originally anticipated. But now Kane feels trapped. If he backs out, Devon will find out he was negotiating behind his back. If he goes through with it, he risks Chancellor Winter's financial stability if the deal goes sideways. To make matters worse, Billy senses that something is off. His gut tells him Kane is moving too fast and hiding something, and Billy isn't known for sitting quietly when he smells a secret. Expect some tense confrontations between Billy and Kane in the coming episodes as Billy tries to expose what Kane's really up to. Lily caught in the middle. When Lily eventually learns the truth, it won't just be about the deal. It will be about trust, the one thing Kane has been desperately trying to rebuild with her. Lily has stood by Kane through cheating scandals, fake pregnancies, and lies that nearly broke their family in the past. She's tried to forgive and move forward, but this latest betrayal could be the final straw. Lily will confront Kane in a fiery showdown where she demands to know why he felt the need to deceive her. Kane, in classic Kane fashion, will try to justify his actions by claiming he was doing it for their future, that he wanted to secure a legacy for their children and prove himself worthy of her love. But Lily might not be as forgiving this time. She has worked hard to rebuild her own life, and she's been determined not to let anyone drag her backward into old patterns. Could this risky move cost Kane not just his shot at redemption, but his relationship with Lily for good? What it means for Chancellor Winters. The business side of this storyline is just as dramatic. If Kane's deal falls apart, it could leave Chancellor Winters vulnerable to takeover bids from competitors, and Devon will not be happy to learn his own family member sabotaged his decision-making process. Jill, too, may have strong words for Kane, and if there's one thing Kane doesn't want, it's Jill Abbott furious with him. But if the deal somehow succeeds, Kane might come out of this looking like a genius, though his victory will still come at a personal cost. Will Lily see his actions as bold and visionary, or will she only see the deception that got him there? A dangerous pattern. Kane has always walked a fine line between being the charming underdog and the man who lets ambition and fear cloud his judgment. This latest move shows that no matter how much he claims to have changed, old habits die hard. Fans know that Kane's love for Lily is real, but so is his tendency to self-sabotage when things start going too well. This risky power move is a reminder that Kane is one of Genoa City's most complicated characters, capable of both incredible loyalty and devastating betrayal. The coming weeks promise a dramatic mix of corporate intrigue, family drama, and romance on the brink of collapse. Final thoughts. Kane's dangerous lie to Lily could be the undoing of everything he's been working toward, or it could be the gamble that finally puts him back on top. Either way, The Young and the Restless is setting the stage for some explosive fallout that will ripple through Chancellor Winters and the Ashby family. Will Lily forgive him one more time, or will this be the last straw that sends her walking away for good? Will Devon and Billy rally together to stop Kane's rogue deal before it's too late? One thing is certain. Kane's risky power move is about to shake Genoa City to its core.